I'm TJ Suffer with Electrolux, and we're looking at the induction cooktop on how it works and how it operates. It's a different type of cooking technology that's 60% more efficient than electric and 80% more efficient than gas. Basically what it does is magnetic pan works on an induction element, and it creates heat with what's inside. So you can see that we have a pan of water, and we'll go from standing water up to a boil very quickly. It's a very safe, clean, and efficient way to cook. You can see that we're cooking right through a paper towel, so the actual cooktop is not getting hot, but what's inside the pan is getting hot based on the magnetic technology from the induction element. The other advantage is...
something I found really amazing is to Rhonda's point. This is Rhonda from Grand, by the way. Rhonda, to your point, from an ease of cleanup, you take the paper towel off and you've cleaned your surface.
Correct.
Yep, absolutely. You can pick up the paper towel. You can see that it's not burnt. The water inside the pan is starting to boil. The other advantage is if anything spills over, since the cooktop is not getting hot, it's not going to stick and burn onto the cooktop, so it makes easy cleaning very simple. So you can see that we brought it up to a boil very quickly. Now you can take it from a boil all the way down to a simmer instantly. Versus on a normal electric cooktop, you can't do that. You'd have to move the pan and slide the pan across the glass cooktop. This is going to be a lot safer, better way to cook.
So, guys, I'm back at Grand Appliance, and I'm with
Steve
Neckick, and he's with Gen Air. Kind of a new innovation in really ease of cooking, kind of a do-it-yourself program. Really excited to share this demonstration to you. Steve, walk us through this appliance.
Sure. What we have to show is the Gen Air wall oven with the culinary center. The culinary center is like having a sous chef in your kitchen. You just select the culinary center button. Gives you different options of what you would maybe be cooking that night. Beef, lamb, poultry, Italian favorites, desserts. You just make your selection. Then it brings up options to choose from. Tonight we're going to have prime rib. The next screen, it shows you a picture of a finished prime rib, and it asks you how you want it prepared. Rare, medium, medium well, or well done. When you make your selection, the picture will change, showing you what the finished product will look like. Next, it asks you what type of cookware you're using, because the oven is going to customize how it works depending on what type of cookware you're using. If we're using a disposable roasting pan, we make that selection and the picture changes. Then it gives you instructions on how to use the cooking probe. Maybe it's something you're not familiar with or never done before, and this shows you how to do it so you get the proper temperature reading. Last but not least, it shows you how you need to situate the racks within the oven so you get the best performance, and it even shows you a picture of what that would look like, so your prime rib will come out perfectly done.
Talk about the quick heat for a pizza.
There's also an exclusive mode on this oven called no preheat one rack cooking. Every chef has their off night, so if you want something real quick, done easily, like maybe a frozen pizza, you select the no preheat one rack cooking. All you have to do is follow the box, so whatever the recipe says. If it tells you to bake the pizza at 400 degrees, put the pizza in the oven, set it to 400 degrees. If the box timer says 20 minutes, set the timer for 20 minutes, press start. When you walk away and come back in 20 minutes, your pizza will be finished. You don't have to wait for the oven to preheat. You don't have to worry about extra time for that. It just cooks without using a preheat because it's the most powerful convection system in the industry, and has two vertical convection fans which circulate that air and focus all of that heat and energy on that center rack to cook one rack without having to time. You're going to be in the refrigerator section, so it kind of makes sense to have that on the top where it's easily accessible and a nice wide space available. And it's very stylish with two doors, so it's convenient if you just need something off of one side. You don't have to open a big wide door. It's just a smaller door opening to get to easily access the refrigerator. Stylistically, this is nice because it could be installed fully flush to your cabinetry, so it doesn't stick out into the kitchen, and it can be installed fully integrated with custom wood panels on the front, integrated into the cabinetry so that you wouldn't even know that it's a refrigerator. It just completely seamlessly integrates and hides in the cabinetry so it looks like it's a pantry. You can also do it, as you see it here, with stainless steel panels on the front and different handle options for whatever your kitchen might look like.
So you got the sleek European design handle right here, and you got the more commercial rounded design handle.
This is the Euro style that we've been looking at here.
Yep.
And then we also have what's called our Pro style, more of a restaurant or commercial, bulky, heavy-duty look with big knobs and a big handle with diamond etching on it for more of that restaurant or commercial style look to it.
And if you had wood panels, you could just do your own handles on the door?
Yep, if you're doing custom wood panels matching your kitchen and your cabinetry so it integrates within that, you can do handles on hardware that would match your cabinetry. You could get a handle kit like this, so the handles on the refrigerator would match the wall oven, even though it's a wood panel. So it's complete and total.
Still the most popular way as far as the cooking things go. I would say in the cooking business though, what is pretty interesting are the speed ovens. It's a special technology, a super fast cook. There's speed ovens, and then there's strictly just steam ovens like Miele and some of the other companies, Thermador, Miele, Gaggenau. Some of the higher end lines are coming out with just steam ovens and steam drop-ins, and that's been pretty popular. It's not steam convection; it's just steam.
Okay. And from other unique appliances, what are you seeing? Coffee centers. What are the things that you see coming out?
Coffee center's been around quite a while. Probably the most popular on the coffee side is Miele, and we found the most highest quality is Miele. We really haven't mentioned in too many other coffee systems that have been successful, because that's another area that you have to be very careful on, because can lead to a lot of maintenance there also.
Okay.
And that's another one of those products that needs the proper cleaning to continue to work properly.
Okay, great.
Yeah. As far as other new appliances, we're seeing a lot of changes in the refrigeration business. The refrigeration business has gone to a lot of bottom-out or French doors today, where you have the freezer, the refrigeration is in a French door application on the top and the freezers on the bottom. I'm sorry, the refrigerator's on the top, the French door, and the freezer's on the bottom. And that's become very popular the last couple of years. And there's different varieties of that. There's some that are true built-ins, and then there's some that are just counter-depth. And we're seeing a lot of evolution there right now. Samsung's come out with a really, really unique 4-door bottom-mount refrigerator. So it's actually 4 doors, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, and very unique.
Is there 2 on the bottom freezer?
One's refrigeration with a separate cooling capacity, and the other's freezer. And they've introduced now an 8-inch internet screen on the refrigerator, so you can do Wi-Fi right from your fridge. You can pretty much do anything you would be able to do on an iPad on the refrigerator.
And the advantage of that is cooking directions?
The advantage of that, leaving messages for the kids, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And music off the fridge. You get Pandora's right on it, so you can have a little music right inside the kitchen off the fridge. Just looking something up real quick.
That's cool.
Googling something on the fridge.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and you could put recipes and that kind of thing on there, and leave them in your memory on there.
Yeah.
So we were presented that product yesterday at a training. It's really, really cool.
That's fascinating.
And not extremely expensive. I mean, the price tag on that was like $3,500. So I mean, it's pretty unique product. Other things happening in refrigeration is a lot of columns are going in now, where they're taking 24-inch built-in column, and they'll use it in different applications throughout the home. So they might have a column down, you might have a column in your bedroom, just to have cooling capabilities there. Not this big, huge fridge, a small column. and incorporate it in your cabinetry. You might have it in your family room application or down by your bar.
So talk about watching a Packer game and not getting up.
Right. Run over to the column and grab a beer. So I mean, that's pretty cool stuff. And then they put in columns where you would normally see a traditional side-by-side. You might have a column on this side, some cabinetry in the middle, and another column on the other side. So really, truly separating that freezer from the refrigerator.
We're doing a ton of hearth rooms, as you can imagine, and actually I'm seeing the columns go into our hearth rooms, so you can store your milk and water and whatever, salad dressings right in that column.
Right. So that's become pretty popular the last couple of years, and more and more of it obviously is going into the cabinetry, so I mean it disappears in those rooms. So
yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. The laundry business is dramatically changing. The front load was the big thing for years and years and years, and now high efficiency top load is become the innovative product. Big capacity, no agitator at all. They use what they call an infuser, which rolls the clothes over, and pretty interesting, super energy efficient. It's tier 3 energy efficiency on these new top loaders use hardly any water. So that's pretty interesting.
Now, what about, because I would use a front loader or recommend a front loader so I can have my countertops go on top. That I see as an advantage. But what is the advantage of these top loaders again? More capacity and more energy efficiency is what I'm hearing?
They're about the same energy efficiency as the front loader, and that was the reason people went to front loaders. And the front loaders, the whole idea was that you weren't beating your clothes clean with an agitator.
Okay.
You were rolling those clothes over.
Okay.
Okay. Now they've taken that same technology and put it back into a top load scenario. You're still rolling the clothes over, you're just turning the tub the other way. And a lot of people like the traditionalness of a top loader, and they're finding a lot of customers that had bought front loaders are now moving back to top loaders.
Is that because of clothes falling out when you pull them from the washer dryer to put them into the...
I think some of the problems have been like some of the problems with the boots that I was referring to before, where they would get smells or mildews out of the boots.
Okay.
On the front of the washing machine, on the front loader, that that rubber boot.
Okay.
Now they've corrected that with this refresh and some of these other things, but
Yeah.
some customers had bad experiences and say, well, I'm not ever going to have another one of these front loaders.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a lot of top load changes back. So the customer, before it was, well, you either bought an inexpensive top loader or the new expensive front loader. Now that technology is available on the top loader too.
Yeah.
The better technology.
Yeah.
I think